Before we get into today's show, quick message from Jules Santana on why kids don't need to read. True story.
You should though. We gotta start teaching our kids though, just financial wealth and literacy and all that. That shit early, because by the time they get to 9th grade, they should be just learning how to start businesses and how to. But they don't really need to know how to read.
That's it, mister. You just lost your brain privileges.
Derapy.
It's Wing Wong Wednesday.
Jules Santana, the rapper, is out here dropping gems, dropping knowledge, saying that by the age of 13 or 14, which is when I was starting my freshman year in high school, you shouldn't be worried about things like reading.
Nope.
You should be thinking about how you can start a business at 14 without being able to read. Let's hear him out.
But they don't really need to know how to read.
Wait, stop.
I ain't gonna say that. I say that.
There's so much going on in this clip. This is why I prefer an audio-only show where it's just me. We have at least one gentleman who has a couple of functioning brain cells left that's just screaming stop, which I appreciate. Stop! But then we have another individual who is yelling the word math over and over again, which I'm sure we'll get an explanation of at some point.
I say that respectfully. I'm not saying that in a way to be illiterate, because you're not supposed to be illiterate, but you can.
What's more important, reading or math?
Math.
Shout out Read My Soul, fellow YouTuber who I saw responding to this on Twitter saying, this is why half the industry be stuck in bad contracts. Real world math problems are worded. Yes, absolutely. And furthermore, reading is kind of everything. Even in the big 2-5, driving, communicating, researching, everything on your phone, instructions, street signs, everything at the store. I don't know why I'm explaining this. I'm on a podcast telling you reading is important. This is what Jules Santana has done to me. This is what happens when everybody gets a podcast. I'm at least over here trying to be entertaining. These
Wing Wongs
are serious. Listen to this.
Told you.
Math. I think you could listen to a book on YouTube. You can still obtain the information. You don't have to know how to read.
You don't have to know how to read. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to the dude who had oxy and a loaded gun in his carry-on at the airport. Please, for the love of God, and everything that's good and gravy, keep the schools open.
That's not reading and understanding. I believe common sense is better than everything. I'm a common sense nigga.
Are you sure about that?
I'd rather have zero book smarts and common sense, be able to read the room, be able to read life, be able to read people. I try to understand people, you know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, you can listen to a book. I just listen to the 48 Laws of Power, not to...
You gotta read your contract, Els.
Yeah, listen to your buddy, man. You might have a contract you have to read. You know, if you're trying to open up that business at the ripe age of 14, you may want to know how to read a piece of paper. Comprehending terms and agreements is pretty important when trying to run a business.
You don't have to
you can listen to that too. They got apps you can put it in and it'll read it to you. Are you crazy? Huh? It probably will. AI will now. That's what I'm saying. That's how freaky it is.
You don't have to read. Shit gets being told to you.
Enough of that.
Yeah, I hate this. Boasting about the importance of common sense while talking about and listening to books on YouTube because reading is overrated when you're a rap artist and your job is to be good with words. It's certainly one of the takes of all time. You know, kids used to get bullied for not being able to read well, right? That was tough. And I didn't really enjoy it as a witness to it, but maybe Jules needed some of that. We clearly missed a crucial part of our development here. Bad look for him, bad look for rap music, bad look for podcasters, America. I mean, just
turn his mic off.
Speaking of ways in which social media has ruined everything, a man in China is divorcing his wife because she spent almost all his savings, over $90,000, on some other dude that streams. He's a streamer, like on Twitch. Not a guy she cheated with, not like a side piece boyfriend type thing. Just some random guy online she gave tens of thousands of his hard-earned dollars to. Tragic. This man, Mr. Liu, apparently his wife became totally obsessed with this streamer and was not only using her husband's money to tip this guy, but also was taking out online loans to give him extra cash, and I just don't understand why. According to her husband, he says, I've been saving money on food and expenses and offered all my money to her. However, she gave the money to another man. I think she just could not stand loneliness. Well, she's about to get really lonely really quick because he's trying to divorce her and keep what little money he has left. Apparently, he checked an account that they had access to, the both of them, and noticed that he had like 3 cents left. The wife claims she never even met this guy that she gave all this money to, but chat records show her requesting him to just call her baby.
Yeah, back her up.
I've looked through 3 or 4 articles about this, and I keep trying to find some deeper reasons, some wrongdoing by the husband, and I got nothing. I guess he was just working too hard and saving too much and being too good of a provider, and she just got bored. And I don't know, man. I just feel awful for the dude. Wife is a total
Wing Wong.
This is just a friendly reminder to make sure you and your partner are in open communication if you're sharing finances, and make sure you keep up with their online activity. You don't have to monitor it like a child, but if they're spending all their time on something, watching something, viewing something, like participating in something, whether it be streaming or Discord or YouTube or whatever, just make sure they're not spending all of their money where they're spending all their time, if you get me. Especially if that money is your money. One of the articles I read actually referenced another story where a Chinese dude donated $500,000 to this live streaming anchor, just trying to get her to call him bro or brother or something.
We would do it for way less.
That brother needs help. This happened in 2024. Dude named Hong. He was living off plain steam buns and was stealing copper materials from his hardware business just so he could fund this obsession. I think at some point the responsibility should be on the person receiving the donations. Like, bro. Well, maybe don't say bro, because that might trigger more, but just say, hey, save some of that bread so it's not all you're eating. Take care of yourself, Mr. Hong. This is all just crazy work. Also, I know that these people just so happen to be Asian that I'm talking about. That is not why we're referring to them as Wing Wongs. That is just a coincidence. It's not an anti-Asian thing. Let's move on. So Kim Kardashian filmed herself crying because she failed the bar exam. She's trying to be a lawyer, in case you didn't know. Pretty big step up from, what does she do?
Ray J.
Selling shapewear, being on TV, being in other videos.
Hey now.
Anyways, here's her tears.
God, I'm just so tired. But it's like every time I feel like I'm a step ahead, something happens to try to stop me from doing this.
We do not care.
You know the silliest thing about this story, and I know this doesn't matter, but since we're here, Kim Kardashian didn't even bother to go to law school. Like, she didn't do it. You would think if you were serious about being a lawyer, you would just go to law school, because that's what most lawyers have to do. But instead, Kim Kardashian did this 4-year legal apprenticeship program thing called the Law Office Study Program, and she quote unquote graduated earlier this year. And according to her, she spent up to 18 hours a week studying for those 6 years.
6.
Whoa. That's like a part-time job, kind of. Can we just all agree that choosing the law, being a lawyer, as a hobby is kind of ridiculous? Chuck McGill would be disgusted.
What a sick joke.
Apparently she did this thing called the baby bar, and lawyers in the house, correct me if I'm wrong, it's something that first-year law students take, and it's kind of like a prerequisite for the big boy bar exam. She failed it 3 times before finally passing. Hey, Kim.
Come here.
It's okay. It's okay to just give up. You've been at this for 6 years total now. You have $1 billion, all the resources and programs and tools available to you, and you're still out here struggling hard. This life just ain't for everybody. I would know. I'm a lawyer. Huh? Just find like a normal rich person hobby like golf or pickleball, anything but podcasts really. We got plenty. We don't need any more. But any of that would be better than this.
And I just want to a part of me just wants to stop.
Do it.
The Weeknd, Katy Perry, Ariana Grande. What do all these people have in common? They were all run up on in a public setting by the same person. Same dude. He's on a bit of a streak. So I've known about this for some time, and I was talking to my brother about it a little while ago, and he said if I hadn't told him, he'd never have known, so I have to share this with you all. So, November 13th, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are doing promo for their new movie Wicked for Good. And this random dude hops a barrier, runs past the crowd, and right up on Ariana, throws his arm around her and is jumping up and down like a hyped up toddler meeting Captain America at Disney or something, right? Ariana Grande is horrified. She's panicking hard. And Cynthia Erivo, fortunately, is her sworn protector. She's out there like Brienne of Tarth and has hands on dude immediately, like before security can even get there. So they get separated, no harm done, just psychological, not physical. This is like especially awful because Ariana Grande was headlining a concert a few years back when a literal bomb went off, so I can only imagine what it feels like for her to have somebody run up on her in public like that Really terrible and shitty thing to do. So I'm looking into this, and apparently this same guy has jumped on stage during a Weeknd concert, gave Abel a big old hug. The Weeknd was trying to bob and weave like the kid had a virus. It's a pretty funny video, but it's bad, okay? It's awful. He also jumped up on stage with Katy Perry, runs right up to her and tries to hug her. And I'm watching these videos on his Instagram, on his TikTok, and I'm over here like Pinkman.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Where are the consequences? How does this keep happening? So finally, a few days ago, we actually get some good news for this goon, Johnson Wynn, who is
26 years old, by the way. Grown man.
He was arrested a few days ago, and they kept him in jail for 9 days. Before deporting him back to Australia, where apparently he lives, he's based, whatever. And he's also been banned from Singapore, which is just a funny sentence and sounds like a really great name for a rap song. But still, this dude ran up on Katy Perry, Mr. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Ariana Large, and he got on stage during a Chainsmokers show. He ran on the pitch during the Club World Cup final a year or two ago. Grown man. I don't think banning him from one country is gonna do it. He's still got his Instagram and his TikTok, and all the videos are there. And I think that one, we gotta get him off these apps. Like, he's a troll, he's feeding on the hate, and I don't understand how you can consistently post yourself clearly breaking the law. Like, be verified so we know that it's you, and there's just no repercussions. Like, you just get to keep your account. And it doesn't make any sense because you know that there are hundreds, probably thousands, actually definitely thousands of people reporting his account, and just nothing's happening. He even has a GoFundMe link in his Instagram bio, which is hilarious because there's the goal is $35,000. I don't know why. And for some reason, $22 has been raised. Who did that? Arrest them.
2.
Secondly, we just got to get more aggressive security, I suppose, in general at these big events. Like, I guess we need people getting rubber bullets or tased or just like a mandatory couple of gut punches or something just to like de-incentivize this behavior because it just keeps happening. My third idea was like banning him from like all public or nationally televised events, but I don't think that's like possible or feasible. Like, I don't think multiple governments are going to come together to stop this Instagram freak from jumping on stages or running on fields with people. Like, dude could pop up in literally any country. He's a menace. He's a madman. He's a
Wing-wong.
But yeah, let me know if you knew about this goose on the loose. What recommendations do you have to stop behavior like this? Because I don't really have all that many ideas, but I think it's incredibly odd that it keeps happening. That's all I have for this episode. Please remember to
Like the video.
if you haven't already, and comment derp if you made it this far. Love you, mean it, spread the bread, and enjoy the outro.
Shorty said that I done changed. I'm like, fucking say la vie. You would've changed too if you saw half the shit I've seen. Talking down on gang and you gon' die by any means. Fuck it, I'ma hit him with the 40, make him flip. Talk about you putting work.